Hello, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com here with another edition of Keeping Modern Janky. This hand looks pretty sweet. We have a turn 1 Amulet of Vigor into a turn 2 something or another, Pugnacious Hammer Skull. We're hoping with an Arboreal Grazer. Still learning this deck. This is probably my 8th recorded match and haven't won very many, but still learning. Still figuring out the synergies when a deck can really, when we can actually go way off more than I thought we could, type of thing. So for instance, Tron, okay. So do we want to just run out this Pugnacious Hammer Skull and then next turn and bounce the Urza's land maybe, and then next turn play the Arboreal Grazer? No, we have to bounce this Lesnia Sanctuary if we want to. Alright, so why don't we want to hit 2 land drops, so I'm trying to do the math here. We want to do the Arboreal Grazer next turn probably. And then get 2 for, I don't know. It's just too much math. So do we bounce? I think we have to bounce this Lesnia Sanctuary. And if we play the Arboreal Grazer, we'll get 3 mana and get the Pugnacious Hammer Skull down. But I think we just want to play this Pugnacious Hammer Skull period, and next turn get another Amulet of Vigor. Try to get a Carnage Tyrant down. The math is beyond me. I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle for me trying to figure out this deck, is getting comfortable with the amount of mana we can make with any given combo piece. So Arboreal Grazer with 2 Amulet of Vigors out gives us 8 mana. That should get us to Galta. And unless our opponent can get down an Ulamog, I don't think they're going to have a way to answer the... So we need 6 mana next turn to get down this Galta. We're going to get 1 floating. And then get another Amulet. See if we can do this right. This is going to be a big turn for us. So play the Arboreal Grazer. Two, three, 4. Now we have. So if we could do Carnage Tyrant and Galta. 6, 8. We have 8 mana, but we need double green. So we're just gonna run out 1. So our opponent's dead next turn. Ulamog, they can't cast Ulamog yet. Oblivion Stone gets him there, I guess. We can play the Slayers. We can't play 2 lands next turn. As I say, we can play the Slayer Stronghold and the Boros Garrison, but we don't have the mana. We can get up to 4 mana again. So what do they have for... It's going to be Ugin. Karn would... Could exile the Galta, I guess. Wormcrowl engine. Yeah, that'll gain him some life. Buy him some time. Maybe get him to the Ulamog mana. Alright, what do we need? What's our best draw here? Untap land. One ring's not bad. So if we swing in, we can play a double lands again to get up to 4 mana, but I think the Slayer Stronghold into attacking. This isn't. Never mind. Okay, so I think we're just going to. It has Death Touch. Okay, so Death Touch is a problem. So they're going to gain 6, go up to 20. We're going to hit them for 18. Opponent says he likes the deck or she likes the deck and plays Amulet. Alright, I really don't know what to do here. Vigilance and haste. So we really want to get up to 6 mana and we can't. So let's just play this Slayer Stronghold, and I think we're gonna just pass the turn. I mean, we could just go for it, right? I mean, I think maybe the Death Touch thing is their best way to get rid of this Galta. I think we're just gonna have to go for it and just hope to close out the game with this Carnage Tyrant. They're going up to 20. They're going to take 12 and go to 8. And then they're going to have another way to gain life. So that was a good draw by our opponent. Being able to get rid of our Galta by blocking or making us not attack. We could have tried to wait to get through enough damage, but it wasn't gonna be enough, no matter what. If this was if this had been a Keswick Wolf Run, maybe, but. So next turn, I'm just talking with my opponent a little bit. Alright, so we could block with the Boreal Grazer, which I think we will. Doesn't really matter, it's going to die. Our opponent's, I assume, going to do follow up here with something like an Ulama. Do they have Urza's Tower? So they have, yeah, a bunch of mana. Something. We can get the One Ring down, I guess, to try to rebuild. And we always have this Carnage Tyrant. Or maybe they're going to just do Oblivion Stone and blow up the world. Seems fine. There goes our Amulet of Vigors and our Pugnacious Hammerskull. They have the mana, don't they? 5. I mean, I think you have to. I mean, they're letting me untap, so I would think I would have blown up everything. I guess maybe they respond to the triggers. So that we don't get as many of them. I think, no, the triggers are going to be on the stack no matter what. So they're going to let us untap. I think I would have blown up everything myself, but this time we'll return that. We have the Wayward Swordtooth to rebuild. Play the One Ring. And then go ahead and draw with the One Ring. Got a forest. Alright, it doesn't hurt to have a basic. We're going to have to get the stun counter on it, but that's okay because I think they're going to probably just Oblivion Stone? I'm not really sure. Okay, so I'm going to hold back. They're going to regain some life, force us to commit more to the board, it looks like. Well, they won't gain the life back because they can't get damaged through at least, so that's something. They're going to hold up the Oblivion Stone another turn, which I guess is a legitimate play. We're not going to be able to get in for a 6 next turn. If we committed more to the if we had committed something that could be destroyed to the board, they would have blown it up before combat probably. Probably should just have 6 here. So hopefully we can figure out a way to put enough pressure on to another Oblivion Stone. Okay, well now they're gonna. We have a lot to slog through here. Luckily we're gonna hopefully draw enough cards to get there, but man. I'm gonna put a counter on something probably. 2 counters. Alright. Yep. 1 on the Oblivion Stone. Okay, they only have the mana for 1 counter, so they'll save one of their Oblivion Stones. So I don't think they're going to gain any life here, since I have protection, but what do we draw? Kessig Wolf run is pretty good. I mean, anything we commit is going to get blown up, so go ahead and draw. Including the Amulet of Vigors, which is what's really awkward right now. So I feel like alright, so if we play a Boros, we're going to play we don't have 2 land drops, so we play a forest. I think we always play the Boros Garrison, but then we won't. Okay, so we're going to go. I don't know, is it worth it though? Because we're going to. I mean, we got to force their hand at some point, and we want to get these bounce lands down to help expedite our rebuilding. Because we won't have the Amulet of Vigors after. Okay. So we have to play the Swordtooth. I feel like I'm just messing this up though, because now we're going to we get another land drop. We can't play the bounce land. And we did that all wrong, but it doesn't matter. We can't attack with it anyway. So then we'll play this Slayer Stronghold, I think. And then lose our mana. I mean, they'll eventually get to an Ulamog. Right now, I think they're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8. We can't block with this, but they're going to let us attack after they gain some life here, I think. So Death Touch, Lifelink. Or they'll just hold back. We'll swing in. They'll blow up. They might put a fake counter and blow up some stuff. We'll see what happens. We could just go ahead and get a lot of mana out of, so we can play a lot of lands. I wonder if they'll pull the trigger on. But we won't be able to... Okay, so I think our main goal here is just to get bounce lands down on the battlefield. So we're going to just tap for a lot of mana. We get 4 mana. Turn this to our hand. After the 6, play this Explore. Play a Forest. And I think we messed it up because now we can't play the... Oh, we could play the Keswick Wolf Run. Oh wait, I gotta target a creature? I'm so confused. Alright, target creature gets +X and gains trample. Alright, so we're gonna get this one. Let's go ahead and draw. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Alright, so opponent says they're in trouble, but I don't know about that. I don't have... I mean, I'm going to get down this Carnage Tyrant. Or I can get down the Galta and Maven. They still have an Oblivion Stone. Oblivion Stone. So, I mean, they have plenty of turns. We're drawing a lot of cards, which is good. We can give something haste. Let's see if they're going to have the Oblivion Stone, though, to blow things up. Alright, we still no... didn't see... Okay, so we're not really... We don't have the Amulet down, so we can't go off super much. We'll play this Plains. We can go... try to keep it reasonable and just do Sword Tooth. I mean, maybe we just go Carnage Tyrant and force our opponent's hand. Oh, we did have a draw an Amulet of Vigor. Alright, well, we'll sandbag that one. It was hiding in our massive amount of cards in our hand. They have to do something here. we're going to have to discard. We have 10 cards in hand. We want to bounce land. Probably get rid of... I don't even know. We have so many cards. Get rid of a bounce land. Get rid of... Belligerent. Really want to do the Belligerent Yearling combo. And then get rid of Pugnacious Hammer Skull, maybe. And then hopefully next turn, if they don't have another Oblivion Stone, we can swing in. I mean, we're in danger of just dying. Excuse me. I forgot to mute the microphone. Urza Saga. Okay. So we'll go ahead and go to combat. Make them use their Oblivion Stone. And hope they didn't draw another one. Can we do it all? So we get to make a couple land drops. Go ahead and draw to see if we can get another One Ring, because we might just need to put another One Ring into play. Wow, that's a lot of lands. Did we misplay? I think we have 2 more land drops. Alright, I'm just... So much going on. This is the best this deck has ever performed, and I'm so close to dying to my own One Ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is rough. I mean, I think we might be dead if our opponent can answer what we just put on the board. We have a way to give our thing haste if they manage to wipe everything. We can play the Slayer Stronghold. Get rid of that, and then that. Alright, so I'm just chatting with our opponent. He's a fan of the deck. We'll see if I can. Oh, he got the one ring. We need a one ring now, or we're dead. He's gonna stall out enough. Because I won't be able to get the damage through, and we're gonna take 6, and then we're gonna die to our own one ring. What can we do? Well, we need a one ring, is what we need. And even then, I think we might be dead, because we're gonna be taking 6, and then we'll take 1 from our one ring, and we have no way to gain life. Oh well, we got to do it. I mean, we got to do everything we wanted. And then some. Are we gonna go to 2? Yes. Okay. One ring or bust here. Do we hit our second copy of the one ring to stabilize or to survive another turn? That is the question. Oh man, I did not get it. Alright, so we have some redraws. Alright, so we're going to go. Before we concede, we do have some redraws. And I'm running out of time. Did we get the one ring? Nope. Do we have any more redraws? Nope. Alright, we're dead to our own one ring. They had 2 dismembers. Alright, let's begin sideboarding. And let's see if we can't get to game number 3. We probably will not. Force of Vigor, again, can get rid of those Oblivion Stones that can bother us. Other than that, I'm not sure there's any anything to do. So Explorer's out. Cavern out. Yep. We have the Amulet Vigor. We have the one ring. We have some Galtas. Let's hope we get what we need. Okay, so opponent going to 4. So we'll have to play quickly. See if we can't get into game 3. I mean, it's been fun. I'm in the free section. Opponent's real cool, real chill. Enjoys the deck. I'm glad that I have someone who has the patience to let me play and get my reps in, but also enjoy what they're seeing because they play Amulet Titan 2. And who doesn't like dinosaurs? Some people don't. Some people don't want to play janky decks like this, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, it's worth the chat, especially if I can, if opponent will enjoys my content and returns, since it's a new website. Alright, so we'll try to speed things up a little bit. We do have this Boseiju, which will be nice in order to ramp us into Alright, so we can go see if we can do this right. No. Untap, so we only get the 1 mana. Alright, so we did, that's not okay. But we'll Boseiju at the end of their turn. It's totally what our plan was. We didn't want to bounce the Urza Saga, and we don't want to just be left with no lands. Yes, sacrifice it, exile. They're gonna need the green. They don't have it yet. Well, that does mess with our... Do we want to go for the land or the Haywire Might? I think we're just gonna... Go for the Haywire Might. They're gonna go get a forest. That's not great for us. We don't have a way to make multiple land drops. We will get another Amulet though, which will give us 6 mana. So if we hit a Carnage Tyrant, which we did not. Could have gotten that down. Trying to play faster, and it's really hard to talk and play faster at the same time, as I'm sure people can imagine. I love the fact that Galta and Maven makes Galta Primal Hunger cost 2 green. Really 0 is what it should be, but we can't reduce the colored mana, unfortunately. Alright, what can we do on our turn? We're going to get 6. We're going to get a play. We'll get up to 6 mana, which is still not enough. So what we're hoping for is a way to make a second land drop this turn. The Oblivion Stone wrecks us. Wormcoil Engine also is painful. Hopefully they don't have an answer for one of our Amulet of Vigors, because we really need that to have a chance to have a big turn. In theory, if we draw 1 bounce land gets us to 4 mana. We have 6 mana total, so we can get, if we play a Pugnacious Hammer Skull, get this guy down to 6 mana. We can't play it. Yeah, I think we just need a way to make an extra land drop. Boreal Grazer or Wayward Swordtooth, the Yearling. We're going to live our dream, maybe. There's the Boreal Grazer. Can we get there? I'm going so fast. I'm worried I'm going to make a mistake. So that's 10 mana. We still can't cast our Galta. I think we're going to return this to our hand. So we have 7, 9. We could do Belligerent Yearling. Red. No. Okay. So red. And then that's our turn 4. That might be our best turn 4. Although Belligerent Yearling out a turn earlier would have been the best, because we would have killed him. So now we're looking at, if they don't have an Oblivion Stone, there's a good chance we'll be okay. Because when we attack, green creature token with trample X is great among other attacking. Yeah, so there's always other attacking. So Galta and Maven isn't as busted as it could be. But if, depending on what happens, maybe they'll kill the Galta and Maven, we can still get a 12, make this Belligerent Yearling into a 12 too. Karn, going to get, I'm assuming, an Oblivion Stone, or a Ensnaring Bridge. What a fun game. I'm finally getting to see the power and the synergies of this deck. It may that's not winning us the game. We might need a little bit more luck or a little bit better tools or a better draw. Yep, Ensnaring Bridge. So this would be our time to draw a Force of Vigor. That's why we brought him in. And that's what we need to hit here to have a chance to close this game out. So what we want is a Force of Vigor, and then give us some luck. Let's get a win here on the back of our sweet, sweet board state right now. Amulet of, okay. I think that's always good, right? Activated abilities can't be activated, and I can't attack. Alright, so in your hand can't, so there's +3. So we can go ahead and attack. Alright, so unfortunately we're going to have to attack Karn. Trigger this. Okay. I don't really know what's happening, but okay. Oh yeah, that's the... sure. Man, the one game that we are like really into, I mean, we've been chatting, so that's part of it, but yeah, we're running out of time. Now we're going to activate our One Ring and hope to get a Force of Vigor, which we, oh man, all the Amulet of Vigors. I mean, I don't even really want to play it, to be honest. We'll just return that to our hand. Play the Galta. So we're getting to see all the power of this deck, but man, that Ensnaring Bridge, we really need to find an answer for it in ASAP. Can we play another land this turn? No. We could just run out these Amulet of Vigors into death. So we'll go to... I don't see any reason to keep committing any more to the board. We can discard a Stomping Ground. See if they have the Oblivion Stone to clean the board now. Even then, I mean, we need to find an answer for this Ensnaring Bridge. So this is the time where we need that Force of Vigor now off of this, the One Ring. That is not it. Do we hit it now? Ah, so close. They have no cards in hand. We can't even attack. We have so many cards in hand. Let's see if I can move this. Okay, I just added him as a friend, so I had to the recording always stops after that. Anyway, Cody Allen 92, thanks a lot, man. Great match. Really enjoyed it. You were a fun, nice opponent. Always like chatting. I would have played a little faster had we not been chatting, but it's worth it to meet people and to make friends. I miss paper magic where I could socialize more. So really appreciate it. And yeah, saying Cody Allen 92. Look for your any comments in the article. But yeah, thanks for watching, or thanks for reading the article when it gets posted, and thanks for the great games. That was our most fun match that I've been playing. That's our 9th match. We've won 1. It seems like a good time to wrap it up now. I mean, we got to see the power level. We got to see the synergies. Belligerent Yearling. I mean, we did everything we had always hoped to do with that deck, and we just ran up against a deck in Tron that could find the answer, that had the answers, right? Either Oblivion Stone to blow up our big fatties. We lost to our own one ring triggers in game 1, game 2. I mean, we're going to lose the time, but Ensnaring Bridge, they had the tools to fight us, and a lot of decks will have tools to fight us, but I think Tron is particularly well positioned to fight against the go big strategies because of Oblivion Stone and Wormcoil engine that can trade up. Plus their own the one rings, and there's always Ulamog, so they just have a lot of ways to deal with overpowered creatures. Had we been playing against something else, who knows if we would have resolved as much, but I do think that against other decks, the kind of hands we had against Tron there, against some of the other decks, even the tier decks, they wouldn't have been able to keep up. I mean, we had some of our best draws, some of our best plays on turns 3 and 4 there with so much power on the board. So, I mean, that was the most fun I've had with the deck. It gives me hope that if I keep working on it, keep tweaking it, that it will, and I get better at it. I've definitely gotten better at playing the deck, that there's, a chance we'll get that 3 and 2. We're playing. This is keeping modern janky. We're not going to get many 5-0s. So if we can get a winning record out of a janky deck like this, then I'll be happy. But hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Got to see the power level of it. We got to see some dinosaurs in action. So for now, this is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. I'll catch you on the next one. This has been another edition of Keeping Modern Janky with Johnny Cycles. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my website, CyclesGaming.com, for original Magic the Gathering content. You can read about my Commander decks or my janky modern brews. My latest article is about the Zombie Precon and its effect on Commander. I give you a couple different deck lists. If you're interested in a science fiction/fantasy novel, be sure to check out my book, The Podcon. I'm publishing it serially, a couple chapters every month. Again, thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.